Hey everybody, this is Lance from thetatraders.com here. Got the nice little picture that my daughter made of flowers and bees. Got my academic decathlon shirt. We are state qualifiers, so looking very happy to helping all of our members compete there in decathlon. Really challenging events of speeches, interviews, math, science, 10 different total events. So really good competition for our students. In this video, I want to go over the 300 with safeguard trade that I did on ES. And this one is very similar to the normal safeguards we do, but we bought a put, two puts, 300 lower than the current price of those sold puts. So this makes it very buying power efficient, as you'll see, and you can still make some big trap profits. Let's get right to it. So this is a post that I gave to members this morning. Did a 300 with safeguard. The delta on the short part of the PDS or PCS is 0.07, put credit spread part. The top part here, we sold 243.50 puts, bought 240.50 puts. That makes it a 300 with put credit spread. Took in 7.9 times the two contracts. And then we bought, for protection, a 48.50, 4800 put debit spread for 8.6 debit. This is all on ES. And we're going to look to close that credit spread around 0.7 or so, trying to get at least 90% profit on those. What's interesting is the max profit. If the PDS is worthless, you make $290 off about a $4,000 total buying power plus cash you need. What makes it interesting is if your PDS is at max profit, you can get $2,790 because you can make $2,500 more on the put debit spread part. And then we're going to try to look to roll the put debit spread 25 points if I could get back the initial debit. It's a good management technique that I like to do is getting a free 25 with debit spread hedge, and it could boost the returns on the tail profit if you do it that way. And that's if the market drops a little bit. Also, it does use $4,000 in buying power plus cash, a little bit high of an account if you're going to campaign these in every 2 weeks. So in this one, I also showed an MES contract for safeguards that you can consider as well. Some of the main questions that we've seen, thetatraders.com here have been pretty active in the Discord. So very strong community here of a lot of like-minded members and going over exactly how we take, manage, and close out trades here. Do I roll the close after closing the PCS? It really depends on the time period. So in a lot of cases, we will possibly roll the PDS first and then maybe roll the credit after because it takes time for the positions to actually hit that 90% profit. Why aren't I doing MES? We could do MES, but I'm doing this for the bigger trap profit. You can make up to $2,500 more on that trap, which is good. Then I go over how to actually fill in the order. So if you need help actually entering in the order on Tasty Trade, definitely could help you there. Salem asks if we did one ES safeguard without creating the PCS, you could do that. That'll just be a normal safeguard trade. Buy a put debit spread, sell two naked puts against it. If you have the large buying power, you're able to do that. And a lot more questions here. Zaylan said we can't profit unless it's a correction. It's not true because if the market stays where it is, then the put credit spreads here at 7.9, you could probably close it at 0.7 eventually, or let it expire worthless if you want. So you can actually make quite a bit of profit there because it's 7.9 times two contracts, and then you subtract the 8.6 of the debit, so you still can make in a good return there. I also did write a blog post based on this, and this post will be up on the link in the description down below. Safeguard strategy, futures option selling strategy, taking advantage of your span margin, don't have to use the full notional value of an ES contract, and has a built-in hedge with that put debit spread to take advantage of those market downturns. In this case, instead of selling two naked puts, I bought two puts below it at the 300 with, and that makes it part of a credit spread. So it's essentially one put debit spread with two put credit spreads. And then the post was on here, so you look back at the trade. What's interesting is it took in a similar premium to 3 MES trades, which would be pretty close to the $4,000 buying power plus cash we need anyway. But the max profit, you can make $2,500 more on that debit spread. If you bought 2 MES put debit spreads, you're going to be making 250 times 3 or 750. So there's a much bigger chance, a much bigger possible trap profit if it gets down to that trap. So I'll leave that link in the description down below. If you're interested in looking at these, you can join thetatraders.com. You can do just the safeguard trades. You get lifetime access. And if you're interested in other types of trades like stock credit spreads, 0 DTE, we're near 50% return this year already. Do consistent passive profits, selling a lot of theta-based strategies. You can join at thetatraders.com. Thanks for watching and listening, and hope you guys have a good rest of the trading and weekend. And I'll see you guys on the next one.